fresh off his third place win in the most recent World Championship competition.
Yeah, I'm going to be at 12-2. That is going to be our new fast time.
JD is a go-to mounted shooting instructor for all levels, delivering improvement through clinics and one-on-one coaching.
12 feet. That's your shot, okay?
See if you can spot what JD is going to call out before he does. JD found some things that are really going to help me, and I'm going to work on them.
Watch where you're going.
Okay.
That works too.
We're going to do another episode of Ghost Runs. It overlays your run with another competitor's run, allowing you to watch both at the same time. You can literally see where time or distance is gained and lost. There are more Ghost Runs where JD gave me some major corrections.
This arm is back here, but you're still sitting up higher than I would like to see on a rundown.
Ghost Runs Part 2. Watch it right here.
Okay.
So this first one is Saturday Stage 2. Me against you.
We're almost dead even. You're just a little bit ahead of me coming through there. And then rundown again, that's the same spot. It's that rundown. So coming around this barrel, we're almost dead even.
Kind of in the same spot, pretty much? Or you? It looks like you're inside of me there. You took it a little narrower than I did, maybe?
Yeah.
I think. I can't quite tell.
And then we both got hung up a little bit right there, where we got a little deep in their tracks. And
Did you go on the outside of that balloon?
No, I'm a lot closer to them. I'm almost on top of those balloons.
Okay.
So that wasn't where I wanted to be. But like we know, you have to just roll with the punches.
But here's the same story for me, is I would have been theoretically tied with you if I would have run the rundown as fast as you.
Right. Yep.
And do you think that comes down to horse speed? I mean, at some point, how much is just raw horsepower versus how you're riding?
Yeah, I don't know. I used to think most any horse could run close to level 6 times. With not, more horses could than couldn't. But this is me and Trey and Judd together, and we were all dead even coming around the barrel. We're like right next to each other, just stacked in there. And then Trey walked away from me and I kind of followed him, and Judd was right behind me, is where we ended. And we went 1, 2, 3 on the showcase.
I know you did.
That was
awesome.
It was pretty cool. Judd actually had the best barrel turn out of the 3 of us.
Did he?
He did.
I would have thought Trey, actually.
I would have thought so too, because his looked pretty.
Because Trey looked like he just took the paint off the barrel on 3 sides.
He did. But Judd actually had the sharpest, cleanest, like a really nice barrel turn. And then Trey just walked away from both of us, and I just eased ahead of Judd. So Trey got me by half a second.
Did he? By that much?
It was a lot. And then I got Judd.
And how much is half a second when you look at this? Like, how many lengths of his horse was he ahead of you, would you say?
So when you're going that fast, it's around 35 to 40 feet per second. So a half a second, you're looking at 16, 18, 20 feet.
Okay, from nose to nose.
That's substantial.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty big gap, really.
Yeah.
It goes by pretty quick, but then that split second goes by fast too. So.
Well, and I mean, Trey's run was a 9.6.
Yeah, I remember that.
10 balloons and a gun change and a barrel turn in less than 10 seconds is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, and Judd is right on our heels, and they're beating me quite often, more often now than they used to, and it's cool to see.
It is fun. When did that separation happen?
Right where he's running away from you.
At 6?
Yeah.
Right after
like
6?
6, 7.
6, 7?
6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah.
So, that could speak to his horse.
Right.
And him as a rider, but I don't want to jump to that conclusion. I want to see what I can do, because I feel like I can do better in my rundowns.
Yeah, and there's always places any one of us can improve, but let's run that one more time and just kind of look at, because I think we're really close all the way through that random. You're just a couple feet ahead of me coming through part of that, but then that barrel turn, we're still close. But yeah, it came down to
between 9
rundown.
and 10, you really lurched out. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Now, you went from a quarter length ahead of me to a full length by the end.
It could be, not consciously, but subconsciously, you're thinking about your shutdown.
Could be.
Or you're thinking about the timer, or you're thinking, okay, balloon number 10, I can stop riding or shooting.
Something.
And we try and teach that the timer is balloon number 11. So you stay in it, you stay engaged, and you keep your gun up here until you cross the timer, then you sit up.
That's a cool thought.
So that could be part of it on that one.
So the last one I got here for you is the showcase Saturday night, and it's you and I again.
This one's fun. It was a cool one to pick for the showcase because you were throwing shots left and right as fast as you can. Yeah. This one was really fun.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Whoa, you came out of the gate.
Funny story about this run. See, but you caught me right there.
But then I didn't catch you.
But then you
that.
didn't. Right? Yeah.
Something happened.
Right.
This is a bit of a interesting one.
So as I started that run, coming off the fence, going into it, I blew a stirrup before I crossed the timer, but I was already committed.
Wow.
And so I thought, I couldn't stop, right?
Yeah.
But
so your just foot came out.
My foot came out of the
Do
stirrup.
you know which one?
I think it was my right foot. So it was the inside foot going around that
so
barrel.
you're just hanging on with your legs at that point.
Yeah, but we practice riding without stirrups and riding and loping around bareback so we can get in rhythm and balance and stuff. So that's not an excuse for my boys to mess up a run that they blew a stirrup. That's not a valid excuse. So if you've practiced it, nobody will even know that you lost a stirrup. You can't tell, and it won't. You just run it.
Yeah, just go.
So.
But in any case, how on earth did you get ahead of me by a length out of the gate? Let's go back to our theory. Now, I don't know if my theory is right, because I'm wondering if we actually did cross the timer at the same time, and somehow you were just going faster than me by the time we're seeing it in the picture. I don't know, because he didn't start the video with us together in this case.
Right.
So I don't know.
And this video is only about 10 feet past the timer, so I wonder if this video is off. But if we go from here, you're right on my tail.
Yeah.
So you went a little wider on this barrel.
I lost you a little. You got ahead of me a little bit because of it, it looks like there.
Yep, a couple feet through there. Coming around that barrel. You went a lot tighter on that barrel. And I got a little wide on it.
Although I blow out right there.
Right. And you're actually just ahead of me as we're shooting number 8.
But our speed is different, I bet. Because something happens. Look what happens right here. You just disappear. You just take off on me.
So a lot of these runs where you're shooting number 10 way out in the arena. Let's watch. What do you do with your? So your focus is back there behind you, right?
Yes.
And look at your body position. How you're sitting up, like your Western pleasure teacher taught you to, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then look where I'm at. When it spreads out here a little bit.
Yeah, you're on the thoroughbred jockey position.
Right.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So
what a difference that makes. Look at that. It looks like I'm standing still and you just got launched out of a cannon.
Yeah.
Right
and then
there.
after, let's see how your position is coming through here. Right. So right there you got back into it.
I got back into position.
But this arm is back here.
Yeah.
Right. Which I think there's a little bit, but you're still sitting up higher than I would like to see on a rundown.
Okay.
So that's probably part of it.
So let's see where I shoot the barrel balloon. Pretty far back.
Right.
Like there's my shot.
And I think you checked him up a little right here because you got behind on those 3 shots.
I had to have.
So that was a little bit, but coming from here to home, let's see if that he's still pulling away a little bit.
He's still pulling away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what on earth did I do here and what do I do to fix it?
So, and I don't know if do you breeze him very often as far as, okay. So you would just take him out in the arena and
breezing is?
Once you're good and warmed up, the straightaway side of the arena, the long side, you kind of launch out of the corner and send it hard. Push him, like I say, not kicking him because I don't care to do that very much, but you're encouraging him with your body position and your reins are forward and you're kissing to him or clicking to him, whatever you do to tell him. A lot of times I'm saying, come on, let's go, and I'm talking to him in this course sometimes. They learn that they can run and you want to run. And I feel like Louis he's a fast horse. And when I take him out and breeze him, the speed we get when I'm breezing, and you run the length of the arena, and when you get to that end, just check him up a little bit, make a nice corner, and then you launch out of the next corner and send him down to the other end of the arena. Do a lap or two, and then let him chill for a sec, and then so you wind him up and then a couple laps the other way and unwind him. But that teaches them that, like, hey, you can run, and if I'm in this position and encouraging you, get after it. So, but I run Louis when I breeze him, and then we're at a competition running, and I just think, he's not going very fast. So he has a lot more in him, and I think most horses
Interesting.
do.
Yeah, in that open environment where they just fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we're running the length of the arena, he can scoot, he can move. But that may be part of it. That might be where you can pick up that speed coming home is breezing him and realizing that if you're in that position and you're encouraging him, he needs to go.
Okay. That is a consistent theme through some of these videos that we've watched.
Right.
Yeah, that was enlightening to me to look at this, and I'm going, the rundown is
that's like 5 lengths. Like that was a considerable amount.
Yeah, that's probably a second or more. You think?
Was a decent amount.
Yeah, that's a lot of time right there. A lot of difference.
Right.
Yeah, and it had to do with, well, like you said, right? I mean, you would shoot this. Where did you shoot this barrel? Boom. But I can't quite tell what's going on. But we had how many balloons? We already hit. Okay, so we already changed guns.
7.
So you've got
that barrel's
one
number
gun
8.
ready for all these balloons. You just got to pick when you're shooting them.
Right.
Right there. Okay, so here you can watch your scope.
I went 6, 7.
You shot that
8.
one first, then you went back to the barrel right there. So you're at the top of the barrel shooting that barrel balloon. Then you're out to that one.
Yeah.
And then you shot that one at not even quite 3 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. Probably around 2 o'clock.
And then this one,
that one's about 2 or 3.
Same.
Yeah.
So basically, you were very efficient on hitting these balloons, whereas I had got behind. It looks like, because I didn't shoot the barrel till I was past it. So I'm now looking behind me.
Yeah.
And now I got to look back for that one. And then I got to turn around and find that one. And meanwhile, I blew my horse out wide a little bit. But I'm shooting that one at 5 o'clock or 4:30.
So, and then as soon as I shoot that one, I'm still in that same position, leaning up, and my gun's forward.
Yeah. Yeah, because you hit this one, and then you're just running for home right there. Whereas I didn't. I hit this one here, and then I decided to start running for home. Yeah. That enlightening. I'd say that's enlightening. Cool. Well, thanks for walking me through these. That's really helpful. It's really encouraging to think about some of these things and ways to work on them.
Yeah, I like that. I'm a little bit eye-opening for me too, that I really, and I had heard from other shooters that you don't make up time on the rundown. Everybody runs about the same speed on the rundown. You make it up in the random pattern. But what we're seeing here is not. That's not
I'm
true.
not buying that. I can see some room for improvement.
And I won't say names on who told me that, but experienced shooters have said that.
Yeah. But you know what? A tool like this, not everybody's really used before.
Correct.
I mean, this is eye-opening, and it's such a cool little gimmick to get 2 horses out there at the same time through the video technology that it just is an eye-opener.
Right.
So cool.
Yeah, this is neat. This is really cool.
That's great stuff.